YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on Total War Attila and the East Rome campaign. Gonna pick up where we last left off. Sabotage walls, that may be generally useful. So let's just kind of take a look at what all we got here. So we're in a pretty good position at Tosp. Their enemy agents are giving me a lot of grief, but it's nothing we shouldn't be able to get over. I need to go see. Let's go into our province. Recruit agents. No, that's showing me where I got a governor, so I can recruit agents only at Thracia. And I think it's only, yeah, only the champion, Sacred Shrine, and Tabernae. So it probably wouldn't hurt if we try and get buildings like that recruited. Or built, I should say. You don't recruit buildings. So this army is almost up to full strength and should be able to protect our borders. The West Romans, they're getting savaged pretty good, but they're alive. They've got some troops. They're hanging in there. They've lost some provinces to be sure, but they'll be all right. We just need to focus on our war against the Sassanids. Up here I have them sieged, which is good. I think that I kind of want to see what's up here ahead for this army. I don't have a lot of archers or anything though in this army, so I'm going to play it a little bit safe with this army. I don't want to move ahead just yet. It's kind of tempting to just push forward, but I'm not sure that the time is right. And then same thing here. Let's wait. So Tosp. We need to go ahead and convert some of these buildings. It's going to cost some money that I don't really want to spend right now, but we don't have a ton of options because I need to just get it done. Save the rest of our money and earn some interest. Looks like our governor has some skills there. Give him the one that boosts some public order and go ahead and end the turn. See what we end up with here.
There is a time when warriors must sheathe the sword and talk for the good of their people.
Yeah, I don't see why I should make peace with you. I mean, it's not really doing me any good to be at war with you, but again, not really sure why that means I should make peace with you either. Ally calls for help, the Alamans. So I'm gonna keep entering on the side of the West Romans, just for historical sake here. I know a lot of you get mad at me for that too, which is fine. You don't have to do it, obviously. So Sassanids are going to attack me here. Let's see what all they got. So more spear stacks, spear stack. So again, pretty much my most solid way of beating them in this case is just going to be corner camping, which is going to make some of you mad, but it is what it is. They attacked me, so I get to choose how to defend, and that's what I'm going to do. Because if I try and take these guys on open ground, the sheer numbers will overwhelm my men and it'll go poorly. So let's check out our options here. The enemy chose the rain, which should actually help me as far as giving some extra protection against their missiles. So I mean, I don't like doing this because it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's the right thing to do if I want to win here. And part of the reason I show you all these campaigns is ways to play through it. It doesn't mean you have to choose to do it the way that I do, but that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So, but I remember someone got pretty upset at me last time for corner camping, but like I said, that's fine. I'm not here to make any friends or or make you all like what I do. Come on. Quit putting the 4 spears on the one side. Stop it. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's bring our guys up here. Turn them off, fire at will. Okay, can you please actually let these... I don't know why they're doing that. That's irritating. Quit it. See? You're supposed to work. Maybe it's because all the guys are mixed in. Oh my goodness. Alright, well whatever. We can do this. So you all go here. Good. And then these 2 uncooperative spearmen, I'll just manually set you here. So how about a big bowl will take that? So Sassanids, be warned, you're going to be corner camped again. Now they do have the Soniger, which that's definitely a help for them. They may somewhat abandon it. If the biggest threat, yeah, they got another Onager over here. Mercenary Svarn Cav, and they have lots of it all the time. And Mercenary Svarn Cav can absolutely rip you a new anus with all the crossbow bolts. It is a severe threat to your men. I'm gonna make sure that this flank is completely stopped. Okay. And put my general right behind all these guys too. Okay, I just need to let it play for a minute if it's gonna go any faster, so I'm gonna quit hitting buttons. Well, I'm gonna quit hitting buttons here in a second. There we go. Don't know if they're gonna choose to walk those onagers around or not. I would just walk out and see if I could hit these onagers, but I'm worried that there's other enemy troops around, and that may not be such a good idea. And plus, the onagers will start firing at my cav if I come out alone. Can the AI see? They can't see any of my men. I'll move out a little, and so that they can see my cavalry, and maybe they just don't know where to go at the moment or something. I don't know. I mean, they know where my cav's at this point. Yeah, the main reason I can't come out against all these guys, I mean, just when you look at the wealth of these, just like how many bowmen they have, and then all the cavalry, it's mainly the cavalry that's a big threat. It doesn't have to be strong cavalry, but that mobility factor is very, very dangerous to my sword infantry. Cavalry in general, like Persian nobles and stuff like this, they can really wreck your Legio. It doesn't take much. Even a bow cav can do a lot of damage to your Legio Committee Tensei, so you have to be very guarded with them. So I'm going to take my two Equites Promoti. Then I'm going to try and get my Cataphractari over here and just see if we can run away behind the enemy before the fight starts. The enemy can see me now. I kind of get a little cover walking right alongside the edge of the map here, so I'm gonna do it and see if I can kind of sneak my Cataphractari off without the AI knowing about them. That would be a big benefit later if I can get behind them and hit all their archers and other crap. Potentially even take out their artillery. In fact, I may just try and stay hidden over here. Kind of a safe spot there in the woods. Alright, still fast forwarding. Come on, you Seleucids. Well, not Seleucids, but Sassanids. Heir's still thinking in terms of Rome 2, I guess. I have killed so many Sassanids and their client states at this point that I don't really know how they're still going. But they will basically cheap spear spam the crap out of me. Come on. I intend to use... Well, my javelins are going to be tricky here. They do so much friendly fire damage. And they probably won't have the range to get up and over and actually hurt their missile cav like I normally do with my bows. So that's going to be a bit problematic. So all this over here is technically still woods. I'm gonna ease my cavalry further on down here. Want them to remain hidden. I don't know what the spotting distance is like on these units that'll be close to me, but hopefully I can stay away from them. Come on, you Sassanid jerks. You attacked me, come and get it. Free lunch right here. Do worry about what these onager could potentially do. It's going to take them a little bit to get closer, though. Oh, don't get any closer to my cav. Not sure if my cav are going to remain hidden. Hope they will. I'll keep an eye on them there. Okay, let's go infantry. Except for my general. Defensive testudo. General, go on to attacking testudo. So now we should be pretty much immune to the enemy missiles and cav charges. And they're sending in their Persian nobles first, which is great. Let's get their generals killed so that the rest of their guys are going to rout. So as you can see, the cav charge uphill into defensive testudo is not going to go well.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, we're going to keep our cav hidden for the time being, because if I come out now, all their cav will turn around and chase me. We won't let them get engaged and throw away their cav. Yeah, they're having almost no damage on my front line. Got Shapur here, Persian noble, another Persian noble. So 3 Persian noble cav. Yeah, you can see their arrows are having really 0 effect. The Savaran cav does penetrate armor very well, but the chance to hit is still low. Just because my guys are in testudo. Persian brigade is going to be coming up against my Lanciarii Seniores, which I don't exactly look forward to, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. And they're pulling back with their Persian nobles, which is good. Hopefully my men don't glitch out and they'll actually stay in the right formation. Let's see. Sometimes they get screwy with their formation. Enemy missile damage is minimal. It should stay that way. Soon they'll just be shooting their own guys in the back more so than they're hurting my men. I'm going to let them burn some of that ammo and cavalry before I come out and pounce with my cataphracts. The onager ought to be killing as many of its own men as it is mine too, if it's going to fire uphill into the back of this fight. So here you can see the fight taking place. Yeah, and all their spearmen going to do very poorly. So let their cav, like I said, just get everything in there mixed up, let them shoot their guys in the back. That's, all of this is exactly what we want. How much ammo? The Svaran cav is almost out of ammo, so that's perfect. Persian bowmen, so yeah, the Svaran cav running out of ammo is always a good thing. So we need to make sure their cav is good and dead, though, before I bring out my cataphractari for rear charges. We don't want them to have any way to oppose my cataphractari rear charges. I don't know what they're firing at with their onager, but fortunately that shot was a complete miss. Okay, see how their cav kind of just keeps pulling back out. So Persian nobles. I could bring my javelins up, and some of you might be like, yeah, bring your javelins up. If I do, they're going to hit my own men in the back more than they're really going to hurt the enemy. So I'm going to leave it alone. And let's see, their onager. I don't think it's really going to do a great deal of damage. Their other one's just out there sitting. Persian bows, man, these guys seem to have a lot of ammo. They do. They've got a lot of ammo. But I almost think they're probably causing more damage to their own men here. Yeah, because I know that my guys aren't killing these Dalamite warriors, so that's definitely their own bowmen doing that. Let's check out their cav situation. So 27 Persian nobles there. 26 Persian mounted warriors. Still got some Persian nobles here in the center. Mercenary Persian bowmen. Let's Let's take our Cataphractari and just kind of start walking this way to get closer to the bowmen before they see me. And then we'll pounce out on them real quick, hit them with a quick charge, and then hopefully get a rear charge. Thank goodness for Testudos, man. Thank goodness. So many Persian bowmen. Some Persian nobles. My general's taken a little damage to the artillery fire, and I apologize for the lag. It's all the rain and everything else is going to really tax my system out because Attila really does not run well. And from the sounds of it, they kept saying that they never intended it to run flat out on any card that currently exists, which to me is completely nonsensical. I mean, why would you even do such a thing? Why would you not make your game work with current cards? So that's something I disagree with wholeheartedly, and feel like that really the game just needs to be balanced as far as optimization and everything else goes. But that's just me. I don't know how that stuff works. I don't make games, so I can't make any final judgment call there. So now they're shooting their own Persian nobles in the back, which is really fantastic. So I'm actually gonna not charge those archers for a minute, let them do that. I'm just gonna really bide my time here with the cataphracts. I'm in a perfect pouncing position, and I want to let them go ahead and do as much damage to themselves as possible here. Because if their Persian nobles intercept my cataphracts and I get a good charge and everything, they're still going to take their time and start firing me with their archers, and then start turning spearmen around and other stuff, so we don't want to give these guys any excuse. Okay, we just routed a Persian mounted warrior over there. And then I think there's a Persian noble wavering here. We're doing good. I'm going to move my Palatina guards forward just a little bit. And I think they're going to go back in with all their Persian nobles. They're starting to lose spearmen. And let's see, Persian nobles. I'm going to go ahead and drop a war cry here. See if we can hurt the morale with some of these Sassanid units. I think now I'm going to go ahead and pounce with my cataphracts. Yeah, they just lost a Persian mounted warrior and a mercenary Savaran cav. So this ought to be... It is an uphill charge, which is a bit concerning. But we should catch these guys completely off guard here. Oh yeah, we did. So a clean Cataphractari charge, going to absolutely massacre these Persian bowmen. I'm going to whip these Cataphractari around and support their brothers here so that they don't get bogged down in this fight for too long. Here we go. We're going to sling these guys around. We might be able to squeeze our Equites Promoti out of this corner over here. Let's go into the diamond formation so that we can try and punch through this little gap here. Got a rear charge with my Cataphractari, so we should finish off all these Persian mounted bowmen. I don't even know how these guys are living right now. I just charged them in the back with the shot cav. I guess the archers blunted that charge. I'm going to have to pull out and recharge. Okay, let's just get our Equites Promoti through this gap. And let's run another rear charge here. Okay, this is what we want. Okay, if their mercenary Persian bowmen survive that, I'm just going to really be mad. I just hit this blob in the back with my Equites Promoti, and they are racking up kills at an alarming pace. Not alarming to me, alarming to the Sassanids. I'm going to pull back with these cataphracts and ready a charge. Get away from their spearmen. My Equites Promoti definitely breaking up that blob. Let's bring them down to support this because now my cataphracts are being chased by spearmen. Bring our Equites Promoti away from this as well. Well, we're going to have to turn and fight that Persian noble, so now we're going to have to pull our cataphracts back in. And unfortunately, they are going to be exhausted because of the rain. We got to take out these spearmen and then go support our Equites Promoti. Let's take these guys out bring them down to support this fight. And let's do the same thing here. Start pulling some of these guys out. Okay, so we routed that one unit. Let's plow into the back of this fight. Let's hit these spearmen from both sides. Take them out. My Equites Promoti are going to take a beating here. I'll get to help them just as quickly as I can. Trying to take out these Armenian spears with a two-sided charge from cataphracts, and it ought to be quite effective at doing so. I just got an infantry support in there too, and the general's routing. Those Armenian spears died, so now we can bring in a rear charge there too. So this is definitely going to work out in our favor. Let's just quickly plow into the back of this blob and knock the rest of it out. We don't really need a particularly clean charge at this point. Let's get into the back of these spearmen. Okay. These Armenian spears, not really sure how they're still standing here. They're up against 3 units of cav. Speaking of another unit of cav, you all get down here. Let's get ready to wrap up. Seriously? Yeah, it's about time. I don't know what in the world made those guys think they were any braver than that. Okay, time for more rear charges and mop up. Surprised that my Equites Promotis survived that, to be honest. We got more cav incoming. That was probably reinforcements that couldn't fit onto the screen. So let's hurry up and mop up this infantry fight and then get my cav back into a safety position. Okay, move over, move over, move over. We're gonna charge this blob in the rear, charge that in the rear, charge that in the rear. There we go, just start charging everything. Time to rid ourselves of all these Armenian spear blobs. So I got some cataphractari charges over here. This whole blob's wavering. There we go. I'm gonna war cry these guys and see if we can put them out of their misery. Gonna have to turn around and take the charge of these incoming cav, which were just Lockman scouts, so they ought to die. Mercenary Persian mounted bowmen. Okay, the Lockman scouts are going down very, very quickly. What do we got here? Mercenary Persian scouts. Let's go take them out. Let's just go ahead and take my cav and just take these Mercenary Persian scouts head on. I don't think I can catch their mounted Persian bowmen. They got Mercenary Persian mounted warriors coming too, so I'm just going to ignore the Persian bowmen for a second, just help knock out this Persian scout even faster. Let's bring these Legio Comitatenses. I don't know how all these units didn't rout, but I'll bring over some reinforcing Legio to finish that job faster. In fact, we're going to come reassure it here. Get my cav blob moving. I know the blob's not the most effective thing, but wow, 511 kills actually in one of my cataphractari units. We're just going to move straight through these bowmen. They're not heavy enough to stop us from doing this and shouldn't cause me too much damage. Move right into the back of this blob. So now all that blob's gone. So we should be getting some really sick kills on all of our cav here. If by sick, I mean fantastic. Let's turn our cataphractari and Equites Promoti and get ready for the next run. All those guys are going to rout right off the map. Up to 586 kills on the one, so absolutely beautiful at this point. Okay, my cataphractari are going to get a clean charge on... There we go, we got a really nice charge on those mounted pajama warriors, and they are dropping like flies on the charge to the cataphracts. Persian bowmen getting hammered by Equites Promoti. My Equites Promoti might actually catch these guys. Oh, that's a Svaran cav. Get the crap out of there. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Don't want to be anywhere near the Svaran cav. Yeah, I'm going to get my cav as far away from that mercenary Svaran cav as possible. And I'm going to take all these guys out of defensive testudo. Put these guys up here too. And I'm going to try and get my skirmishers to take out the mercenary Svaran Cav.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Just leave my general in a testudo for now. There we go. Yeah, those mercenary Svaran Cav have a lot of ammo and are going to get a considerable number of kills if I don't get all my guys into defensive testudo here very quickly, which I will be doing. As soon as I get them in the right position. Okay. Let's pop these. Nope, no, don't waste. Ah, crap. Wasted a volley there on that. Yeah, these Persian mounted archer units are going to be a real pain. The Svaran Cav absolutely does have. They absolutely have. What do they call it? Parthian shot, and they outrange my javelin men, so I don't have much of a choice other than to just bring these guys spread out and actually take the hits. So at least if they waste their ammo on my levies amaturier, we're much better off. And I might be able to get some actual throws on these guys. They try to stay outside the range of your javelin skirmishers though, and the AI is pretty good at it. Like I said, whatever ammo I can waste away from them on these units will be worth it. I'm just going to give javelin throw orders on these Cav and see if I can get some lucky shots. Any throws I get against cavalry would be very effective because most of the javelins have a bit of a bonus versus Cav. Yeah, and the Svaran Cav's taking the bait. They don't really know whether to charge me or to keep skirmishing. And so they're going to just keep eating javelins and go down pretty hard. Those Svaran Cav, though, look at them racking up the kills. 179 kills already. You see how fast they were wiping up my skirmishers. So, important victory for my men there. This army came over and clutched out a big win. Hey, that's pretty fitting. Legio 3, Parthica. They just defeated a bunch of leftover Parthians. Perfect. So, winning a big important victory for us there. Definitely an important victory. So, looks like that general got away alive. So did he. Killed one family member of the Sassanids. So, and I am going to just go ahead and take the replenishment, push these guys back, and I should be able to take Coatis on this turn, and then I'll have a defensible position where I can also retrain. So that's going to put the Sassanids in a tough spot because I'll kind of have. They can't get around my flank anymore, so that's definitely going to put them in a tough position. What are you up to, Huns? Remember, I'm not Christian anymore, so we're not scared of you. Found a technicality to get around your fear effects. That is kind of a cool idea that they added that to the game, but yeah, converting away from it's certainly an easy way to get out of it. Let's see. Marcoman's Abkhazia.
I bring word.
So these guys are a Sassanid ally, and they're willing to take a peace treaty, but I don't trust you. I'm worried that I'll give you a lot of money, and then you will backstab me. So I don't think you're quite desperate enough to get my interest just yet. If you want to live, you would probably be begging to be my puppet state. Might be a better choice. Let's see what Atropatene is going to do. These guys have a few armies around, and I'm not too far outside of Ecbatana, which is one of their cities. They're probably just utilizing agents right now to try and be a nuisance. Whenever the AI doesn't know what to do, that's usually their go-to, is to agent spam you. And stuff like that, where they're going to go and raid and hurt my public order. God, come on, Macedon, look. I need you to help take out those guys, and you just take off running. Way to go. Killed in battle, hostile agent activity. Okay. Alright, so we made it through another turn end. This army up here has unfortunately got to go, and I'm going to have to march backwards to take it out, basically. But whatever we got to do, we'll take him out. I can't quite reach him in this turn, but we'll pin him down and take care of him. Edessa, it looks like it will calm down. Tosp is going to need to calm down considerably more, really, before I can leave. I mean, my guys are retrained, which is great, but we still got some work to do here before. It may not hurt to build a religious building here. Public order bonus would be nice. If we get a public order bonus. Let's see what the it just spreads paganism, but there's no downside to it, and we need to spread paganism through here, so don't really see any downside to that at the moment. So that's what we're gonna do. And then up here, I don't think the Sassanids have a sufficient force to defend. They do not. And a quick auto resolve here ought to yield good results for me. Hope I didn't lose any units. I didn't. Perfect. So now we can occupy. Killed another enemy in battle, and basically we can go ahead and start tearing stuff down here. So let's go ahead and tear these buildings down and just get ready to do our own thing. So definitely great victory here for this army. Integrity, ammunition, and replenishment. That's cool. Extra replenishment power. Extra public order, though, would be nice. Help calm this province down, because it's going to be pretty mad. I wonder if our spy can help get rid of this this enemy inspector here, which is, I think, their equivalent of a spy. Compel them to join our cause, huh? Assassination works for me. Perfect. So, take them out. We'll take these guys out on the next turn. Can this guy do assassinations? Definitely can. I might have to use him for some of that on the next turn because I don't have a ton of agents around here. Our army at Arbella is retraining nicely, and it looks like we'll be able to go ahead and convert the town center at Arbella. And I think we're in pretty good shape here. The AI is going to be hurting considerably. One more turn and we have a complete army here as well. And at this point I may go ahead and go up and just use it close to my borders to help put down Roman rebels and other rampaging hordes, basically to help them build up a little bit of experience. It looks like we do have some buildings that need to be built, like so for instance at Ephesus. A banking house, huh? Governor's house. Is this the one that ends up providing a big garrison? Yeah, Heterea guards. Woo! Yeah, I don't need a particularly big garrison here though, and that's gonna take a lot of food consumption. This gives me a lot of bonus to trade tariffs and stuff, which is cool also. We can probably just upgrade the town center here. It'll cost some money, but it should be worth it. That ought to help stabilize things a little bit if I just go ahead and drop some money and upgrade those town centers. So, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.